A long time ago, in a village called Ngoma, there was a girl named Lina. Everyone in the village knew her for her beauty, bright eyes and smooth skin. When people saw her, they would stop and stare in awe of her striking appearance. But there was something else about Lina, people were afraid of her. She had an intense dislike for men. Unlike other girls in Ngoma, Lina never smiled or laughed. She always looked serious, and when men tried to approach her, things quickly went bad. She wouldn't allow them to come near, and if anyone tried, she would beat them until they couldn't stand. The men in the village knew not to mess with Lina. Some had black eyes from her punches, and others carried bruises as evidence of her wrath. Despite her beauty, men feared her more than they admired her. One day, Lina went to the market to buy food. The market was bustling with people talking and selling their goods. As she moved through the crowd, she didn't smile at anyone, as usual. She picked up some vegetables and was about to leave when a young man accidentally bumped into her. Without hesitation, Lina's hand flew through the air, slap. She hit him hard across the face. The sound of the slap echoed, and the market fell silent. The man, terrified, turned red with fear but didn't dare fight back. He quickly apologized and ran off into the crowd. The women in the market shook their heads, whispering to each other, "She did it again." But no one dared say anything to Lina, they all knew better. Although men in the village still wanted to marry her, they were too scared to try. One by one, they would bring gifts and speak sweet words, but Lina remained unimpressed. Whenever a man got too close, she would beat him, leaving them bruised and begging for mercy. Even the village chief thought his son would be different. "She won't dare touch him," he said proudly. But when his son tried to charm Lina, she punched him so hard he lost 2 teeth. After that, the men of Ngoma learned that no matter who they were, Lina would never let them get close without a fight. Lina's reputation spread, and the village elders grew worried. "Why does she behave this way?" they asked. They called Lina to the village square to ask her directly. When she arrived, the elders questioned her, but Lina only responded calmly, "I will never let a man control me, and I will never stop defending myself." Her words shocked everyone, and although the elders were puzzled, Lina refused to explain further. One hot afternoon, Lina went to the stream to fetch water. As she walked back, she slipped on a rock, falling hard and injuring her foot. A nearby farmer saw what happened and rushed to help. He bent down to tie her injured foot, but Lina misinterpreted his actions. In a flash, she punched him in the face, thinking he was trying to take advantage of her. The poor farmer, bruised and limping, quietly left without defending himself. Despite her fierce reputation, Lina's beauty caught the attention of Prince Kalani. Intrigued by her strength and independence, he began visiting her with gifts. Although Lina didn't push him away, she remained cautious. The villagers wondered if the prince would be the one to win her over. One day, Prince Kalani invited Lina for a walk by the stream. As they strolled, he made the mistake of trying to hold her hand. To Lina, it felt like an attempt to control her, and she reacted instantly, punching him in the chest and face. The prince's guards rushed to help him, but it was too late, he was bruised and bleeding. When news of the attack reached the palace, the king was furious and summoned Lina. The village gathered at the palace courtyard to witness what would happen. When Lina arrived, she stood tall and unafraid before the king. The king demanded to know why she had attacked his son. At first, Lina stayed silent, but after being pressed, her fierce demeanor softened. For the first time, Lina revealed the painful truth she had kept hidden. "My father, the man who was supposed to protect us, wasn't kind," Lina began. "He beat my mother every day, and one day, during her pregnancy, he lost his temper and struck her so hard that she lost the baby. And soon after, her own life." Lina's voice trembled as she continued to recount her painful past, how her uncles had treated women with cruelty, just like her father. It was then that Lina made a vow to never let a man have power over her. The village listened in stunned silence. They had always seen Lina as a troublemaker, but now they understood her pain. The men, especially those who had suffered her punches, hung their heads in shame. Even the prince, who had thought he could change her, realized his mistake and apologized. Moved by Lina's story, the king made a decree: no man in Ngoma shall ever mistreat a woman again. From that day forward, Lina became a symbol of strength. She eventually agreed to marry Prince Kalani, not because she had been tamed, but because he had shown her respect. Their union wasn't just a marriage of two people, it was a story of healing, strength, and respect. And the story of Lina, the girl who refused to be broken, became a tale told for generations.